Hi, this is Becky from Recovering from Mental Illness, and today I'm going to talk about where does the line between mental illness and criminal responsibility, where is that line drawn? Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few days, you've heard about Jared Fogle. I live in Indianapolis where this is all taking place, so I have been privy to far much more than I want to know about the case. Personally, I think the guy ought to be hanged. His crime is heinous. There are no words for it. And I find it outrageous that his sentence will probably be less than the mandatory minimum for marijuana possession. That said, Fogle has claimed he has a medical problem. That is technically correct. It makes me angry that he's trying to spin this off as I have a medical problem and that's why I had sex with 22 different minors and said the younger the girl, the better. But he does have a mental illness, and his sentence should include treatment. I can't believe I'm saying this, but there is some truth to that. And Fogle raises a valid issue. Just how much leeway should be given to someone with a mental illness who commits a crime? Where does the line between sickness and personal responsibility, where is that line drawn? And sadly, I don't have an answer on that one. I think that all people should be held accountable for their actions. However, I think mental illness should be a mitigating factor in crimes. And truth be told, Fogle does have a mental illness. It's called pedophilia. And he does need treatment for it as well as punishment for his crime. He should not be allowed to blame this entirely on the mental illness. There is some element of personal responsibility. I personally hear voices sometimes that tell me to do bad things. I don't listen to them. I seek help when I start hearing them. And that's what Fogle should have done. He should have sought help from a licensed counselor with experience and training in sexual offense issues. Unfortunately, that doesn't do his victims much good now. But, as I've said, his sentence should include treatment. It's the right thing to do. And that said, we also need to keep in mind his victims and the trauma they've suffered and the mental illness of post-traumatic stress disorder that they will probably develop. And we need to give the victims a voice in the crime, and there should be victim impact statements in this case. What do you think? Leave your message in the comments.